to try to be brief about this. I just thought it was necessary because of the discussion yesterday and what went on between me and great. Come in. So because of what happened yesterday with Chad. Happy, stop it. Happy, come here. I just wanted to clarify some things. Um, so Alcoholics Anonymous does a lot of good work. I want that to be absolutely clear. And um, the work that they do is something I would like to support. But as somebody who's not part of Alcoholics Anonymous, I can't support it because they don't want my support. And there's a reason they don't want my support. Um, because anytime someone gets involved in something like that, um, there's a possibility of getting some, especially an outsider, but even like structure is difficult, right? And um, so the seventh tradition or custom, I think they call it, is not to accept support from outsiders, right? So if you go to Alcoholics Anonymous and their donation page, right, they make that perfectly clear. They don't want people outside, yeah, seventh tradition, right? They make that perfectly clear. They don't want people from the outside helping, and there's a reason for that. Um, and it's a good and convenient fiction, but ultimately it's a fiction, and I do believe it's a fiction. And so John Van Dock said, I go around kicking venerable organizations in the shins. And I do. And it's not because I want to destroy them. It's because we live in a time when I think things are changing drastically. And there are times when there are convenient fictions that are useful, right? The idea of individualism and self-support and doing things without an organization and without money, right? But when it comes down to it, when you get down to brass tacks, there's a lot of um, there's a lot of actual, like, if you're doing an economic analysis and you're seeing how an organization functions, of course you have to include rent. Of course you have to include contributions of rent. Of course you have to include contributions of time, of professional expertise, right? And there's a um, there's a construction within Alcoholics Anonymous of let's do it ourselves and let's help our community and let's not ask anybody else for anything. And it's beautiful and it's good and it's what is needed there. It's just that we live in a time when a lot of it becomes very, very impossible, very, very hard to do things in a nudge, nudge, wink, wink sort of way that makes things a lot more convenient and easy, right? Um, Father Eric says one of the least fun parts of being a priest is asking for money all the time. And frankly, yeah, it's. What I wanted to make clear in this video is that I am not joking when I say that um, I want to be like Chad the alcoholic when I grow up. I do, because I think Chad is a good person, and part of what makes him a good person is the fact that he's willing to stand up to me and say, F you, man, F you. And then he's willing to come back and apologize for anything he said wrong. And those are the types of relationships that we really need to have in this little corner. Enduring relationships, honest relationships, things that are not. Chad is never going to stop being my friend as long as he wants to be my friend. We're going through a difficult time. We're imperfect people. We have to be able to talk about things. And I wanted to explain. So I was required by one of my classes to go to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. And I went there. And they had coffee and donuts there. And they had literature there. And I bought a copy of the Big Book, right? And they were passing the hat around for the coffee and donuts. And let's face it, for the electricity, and they were paying their own rent. And so they, like, when I went to my wallet, yeah, I could have put in $1, I could have put in $5, I could have put in $20. So I put in $20. And, like, when you try to make a contribution on Alcoholics Anonymous, you, if you click on make a contribution, it asks you if you are a member. And if you say, I am not a member, it will tell you we don't take contributions. But guess what? They don't have roles. And frankly, part of the difficulty is the rules and the convenient fictions and trying to make sense of things in a chiral chaos moment. I hope people can understand what I'm trying to say, because I really got to go. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.